for them in this one.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
On 1st down, Novak. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Novak, throw left side, taken in by Hill. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Operating from the gun, Novak. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chase Young, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Edwards-Helaire, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Pushing his way through. Touchdown, Raiders. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who's going to stop him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Novak. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
Play action to Drake. Now Carr.
And he will find his man Ruggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chiefs 14, Raiders 7.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked in the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Back to throw. Novak rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go with a keeper. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Sliding it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. to throw. Novak. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. On play action, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also seen for him when he's driving home and turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Off play action. Novak. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Novak. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Novak. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Carlson down to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Throwing after the interception. Novak. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
the gun, it's Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Drake one more time on second down.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Carr now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Jonathan Abram picks it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now they try the right side here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off the play fake. Wiley throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
A.J. Cole in punt formation for the Raiders.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Novak. It's Hill, complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And some room to maneuver. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Novak. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Wiley. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Novak. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Novak. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Novak. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. first down, Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Wiley.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Off play action. Novak. And he's going to go down again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points